And now that we're live, Sterling, and we're 3 minutes late, I want to point out, because Sterling just called me sniffle bottoms. It's because I was just outside with my dogs, and that's what it looks like right now. That's all. No big deal. -2. What's it going to be? What's it going to be overnight? You ask? Oh, -14. Oh, no
Yeah.
big deal.
I'm sorry, but it is freezing here at 62 degrees. I just want to make that clear. It is a freezing 62.
Yeah. No, it's the real deal. That's why I'm a sniffle bottoms at the moment, because oh, good, Sherry. Got my red sweater today. The little note was such a lovely added gift. Thank you. The sweater is awesome. Sherry, I'm so glad, girl. I couldn't be happier about it. Sterling, what are you doing today? I just woke up.
Well, you know what? This week has been so crazy busy with lives because I wanted to make up for lost time from my trip. And I've basically done something every night. Not all have been wonderful, but I've done something every night except for Thursday night because I was playing softball. And I'm not doing that again. That was too much. I was gone for 2 weeks, came back, did that, worked this whole week, extra hours, and then it's like, I had no free time, none, and that wasn't great. So next week, because for a number of reasons, one, because I've also got a giant move project, but two is I'm just gonna probably next week do Wednesday with you, get some regular stuff back in, my Mitch interviews, maybe something with Dylan, our game night. I bet everyone wants to hear about that idea,
including me. Please tell us, Sterling.
So Reese and I were speaking off camera, and we were talking a little bit about, look at Aaron and Reese started game night. It was a brilliant idea. I don't even know if they intended it that way. I remember the first time you guys did any sort of trivia thing, and I remember and before I met you, I immediately texted Aaron. I was like, dude, I'm in on that. I love game nights. I love that sort of interaction with people. What I did not know at that time is that the chat and all the subscribers that follow you, Aaron, and everyone really, really enjoy that. And it is quite enjoyable. So we started doing with Aaron, and since we started game night, there's been a million things that have happened on SPTV. And as you know, Aaron has a specific area that he tackles, and sometimes that makes it so it's harder for him to get back with us and do that. But he's always invited. He's always invited the thing he created with you. But what we're going to do is we're going to start having a guest on every week when we do a game night on Wednesday night.
Okay, that was kind of drawn out. I didn't know where you were going with it.
No, yeah. So this what we want to we kind of start bringing in the different guests, you guys. So if you have suggestions, knock yourself out. But yeah, like this week we're gonna possibly have Jackson and Dylan Gill on for a game night, which should be a lot of fun. And then as we move forward, if you guys have suggestions of who you'd like to see on game night, we'll see if we can schedule some people for that. And then whenever Aaron's available, because I think that's the most magic. Then we have Aaron on here. We have Mike Brown on here. We just, people. Yeah, Mike Brown, of course, Mike Brown. There's no question about that. And we'll have trivia back, and we'll do, bad people and all the fun stuff we did. So that's that's the long version, Reese.
I was going to say, so what you're saying is.
So you're saying there's a chance.
There will be game night with special guests minus Aaron. If Aaron has that kind of time for us, he's going to come in. If Aaron's busy with other people, he won't be here, is what you're saying.
Yes, my little Keebler elf. Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I think, that makes all the sense in the world to me. Kelly Copter would be great, and I'm sure that she would join us. I feel pretty confident that she would.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she would, but she's definitely welcome to, because we also want to balance it. I think it was fantastic when we had that 6-person panel, and then we had we have a mix of male and female in there, just because it adds a little spice to it. I thought the pairings were hilarious. Of course, no one wants to be on my team anymore, and I can understand that. I threw Reese under the bus a lot, and not only did I throw her under the bus,
it wasn't a lot. It was every time.
Yeah, and then I got in the bus and drove it over you several times. So
that's correct.
It's understood.
I'm glad that you are a man that can own up to what you did wrong, because I'll tell you right now, they don't. I'm finding out they don't all do that. So thank you for owning up and definitely throwing me under the bus, selling me down the river every time. So
Yes.
I will want to trade partners. I will
You
want
and
to have
Mike.
a partner.
You and
I'd
Mike
love to be
Brown.
partnered up with Mike.
Yeah, you and Mike Brown would be
I
awesome.
love Mike Brown. Yes.
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 And actually, I even spoke to Jamie Mustard this morning. I had an interview with him, and he even expressed some interest in possibly going on that, and he would be a hoot on that one.
I forgot about that dude. He reached out to me a couple months ago and was like, Reese, let's team up and do something together. And I was like, definitely. And then I fell asleep and forgot all about it.
You should. He's very insightful, very interesting, and very good at getting you to talk about uncomfortable subjects. And I was actually best friends with his brother. I'm sorry, what?
Are you implying that I need help talking about uncomfortable subjects, Sterling?
I do.
Clearly, we've never met.
I have every time you talk about female anatomy inappropriately, I'm going to bring up the subject of American football and talk about that. And that's going to be my retort, because I can tell when I start talking about football to you.
I glaze over.
Oh my God, you're gone. You're out. You are out.
Do you think that's going to scare me off? And I don't talk about the female anatomy with you. I know better. I don't talk about it with any men when I do stuff with guys, because they can't handle it.
They can't take it. Sorry, Blake Reed, thank you so much for the super chat. This is mean, but it's so funny when Sterling gets voted most because he never suits the questions at all. It's kind of true. I actually shot myself in the foot.
Blakey.
Yeah.
It's serious biz. Who can you be teamed up with? Who's going to want to be on your team?
You know what? We should probably team you up with Aaron at some point. How about that? I think that would be the most fair balancing. Or if I ever get my sister on there, we could team me up with my sister.
That would be amazing. And Brisby Tales is spot on. So is Chow Yun Smut. You cannot handle the coot. Oh, thank you, Lisa Tremble.
Hey, by the way, did you hear the big news?
Probably. I don't know which one. Like I said, I just woke up.
Okay, Coffee McCofferson. Is that why do you look like a Mexican Keebler elf? What are you wearing on top? Sorry, just you're hot dog.
What are you talking about? This is a knitted sweater from Sweden, and it's super itchy. I got it at Anthropology.
Oh my God.
And it's so thick, and it's wool. And I'm actually like, would you care if I show a little skin and do this? Because I'm on fire.
Show the guns. You? No, not at all.
Yeah.
I'm good with fire. I am good with fire. I thought it looked she looks Scottish. That's funny, because I actually did not see. I saw more of a Native American sort of Mexican print on, but that's okay. That's Reese's the Sherpa elf. Yes, Brisby Tales. Yes, Brisby Tales. Those are the words I was looking for. Sherpa elf.
It's not like, look at the colors in this thing. This thing is like super. I got it on sale, but oh my God, this thing was so expensive. Hold on.
Sherpa elf is the best.
Mexican?
I thought so at first. John Shostowski. I was going to say that, but I was trying to be nice.
Abigail, I use that blanket upstairs all the time, girl. I don't have it down here. Aaron Smith-Levin just texted me something, and I have to answer him.
Please go ahead.
If you recall, does their course start or is 8 when they go to 8?
Sterling eat a gummy. No, I did not eat a gummy, guys, but thanks for asking. I agree. While you're answering that, I'm going to keep going. Reese, she's a cute Keebler elf. Yes, she is. And she look at her rosy red cheeks. It's like she was outside in the cold, or that the weather's cold over there.
Yeah, it does kind of seem that way, doesn't it? Guys, now you have me feeling silly about my sweater. Do I need to run upstairs?
No. Your sweater's awesome. We're just commenting on what it looked like altogether.
It's hard to look good when it's -10. Like, seriously, we ran errands today. There's no looking good. Like, you have to wear a ton of layers. I had on my big long marmot coat. It's just not a good look, guys. It's hard to do it. Don't take fashion tips from men, Emily, clearly. I do look like I should be surrounded by soft llamas.
Yes. The Amber Mexican Keebler elf. Thank you.
What does that mean? Is it the red hat?
No, the
That's what
Keebler
it's
elf is the red
called.
hat, the weave, the style. And then now that I see it more closely, I understand it's not, but that is what first, I'm just telling you what
Sterling,
first
speaking
came to
of
mind.
hats, what if I wear this hat for you? It's vintage fur, and I found it yesterday.
You're going to cook.
Wait.
Your balls are hanging a little low, Reese.
Sterling, be nice. Look.
I
Now
love,
do I
no,
look like
that
I'm from
is,
Sweden?
that is a great look. You absolutely do. You absolutely do.
Do I still
That's,
look like a Mexican Keebler elf, or is this a
no,
little bit of a different look?
you look like an adorable Eskimo. You've switched. Yep.
Isn't it fun? It's vintage. I found it yesterday at an antique store.
Reese is ready for the next ice age. Yes, she is. Yes,
I
she
like
is.
it.
I'm totally immune from being teased about my outfit because I've gone with a black on blue hat, so I can't be teased about it.
Are you wearing Aviator Nation?
No, I'm wearing NASA.
You know, the other day you had a hoodie on with a bird. Was that Free City?
I had a hoodie on with a bird?
I swear it was a bird.
No, it's probably this one. You probably think the bird because of this.
No, it was a light color. It was like a gray color.
No, no, that was not a hoodie. That was a BNP Paribas sweater from the tennis tournament last year.
Oh, cool.
Yep. No, I did, by the way, hear that the weather is going, like the game tonight that I want to watch is at 5:30 Pacific Coast time is the game the Kansas City Chiefs against the Miami Dolphins. How cruel is it to be a team from Miami having to play in -4-degree weather over in the Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City? I mean, that's brutal.
It's bad. So I went to it's bad here, you guys. I mean, I know it's bad in a lot of places right now. It's the reason it's bad. I can handle -10 degrees if there's no wind. It's the wind that we ran out to a few places today and I literally was like it was burning. When you breathe in, it burns your lungs. And I went into the pet store to get Gertie's food. And I said, there were 3 women standing there and a guy. And I said, who in their right mind would go to the Chiefs game in this tonight when the sun sets? And the 3 women were like, he's going. I was like, I don't know. I said, how's your health insurance, dude? Like, is it going to be good for this when you get hypothermia and frostbite? He had no sense of humor either. He was like, is that it? Your total is $64. I was like,
oh, wow.
Okay,
You
that
got
flat. Yeah. Huxley
Ooh.
was like, ooh, he didn't like that. I was like, yeah, I could tell he had no sense of humor and he's probably never been laid.
But anyways, what's funny is that no joke, it's actually, they've issued a warning to even be outside in Kansas City tonight. It's that cold. Yeah. So can you imagine how that's possible to play, to not play? You could play a game in that weather. It's not very fun. But to sit in the stands, I can't sit in the stands if it's 40 degrees without freezing. My feet will get so cold, but no, that's brutal.
How is that going to work? Seriously, and Huxley's freaking out because I didn't know if the Chiefs lose tonight, they're done.
Yeah, because it's a playoff, single game elimination. Yeah, they do, but they have an advantage because they're not Dolphins.
They're used to this. What will Taylor Swift do? She can't be used to this.
She's in a box, Reese. She's in a heavily air conditioned box. I think. And I kind of agree with that. She's in a heavily air conditioned box, so we'll see. I think she'll be okay if she's at the game. I don't even know if she's there, but I think she is.
They don't have a sense of humor. I didn't know that because I'm not a Chiefs fan. That's interesting. That's insane. Hi, Mayor.
Well, some people are going to be more excited about Taylor Swift being there tonight than the actual Chiefs game, but that's the world we live in.
That's crazy, you guys. Seriously though, I hate, Sterling, I don't know about you, but I hate this kind of weather because I think about all the people, all the animals and the people who leave their dogs outside. Nothing's going to survive in this. What happens with the squirrels and the birds even tonight? What about the deer? Do you know that when it gets like this, I don't even feed my wild animals because it's so cold. I don't want to make them come out.
Right. But I think they actually have it covered. I do believe that as and I could be wrong, guys. But I think animals over generations have built up immunity to this, as long as it's not a consistent freeze for 25 days at this level. They do know how to hunker down. Body warmth, they cuddle together.
Yeah, but there's snow everywhere. Jeepsy soul. I would love to wear my fur coat and hat to Clearwater, but Clearwater would be too warm of a place for that, babe.
Yeah.
I'm drinking electrolytes, Justine. Just grape electrolytes are delicious. I worry about it, Sterling. I get like super panicky anxiety about this because there's snow on the ground. Like, let me tell you something. When I just took Bo out, Gertie won't poop out in this. Like, she just can't. It takes too long. And if she starts to try, she starts crying. Bo does this. He lifts like each foot individually because it's so cold.
Yeah.
What about what do the coyotes and the deer do? How do they stand in it?
It's called fur.
No, because he's the same as a coyote. They just have
no,
paw pads.
Nope. Dogs have been domesticated for so long that they're not used to that anymore. Animals in the wild do know how to prepare a lot, but as I said before, and as the chat's actually saying, it is really hard for a domesticated animal to be out there. And if it was a continual temperature this low for a long time, that's not normal in Kansas City, then it's an issue. But animals adapt. Doesn't mean you can't feel sorry for them.
I do feel sorry for them, and I hate anybody who has their dog outside like this.
Well, how about the humans that are stuck outside that don't have a place?
Yeah, but dogs can't speak, and when you tie it to a tree and leave it, that's a little different.
No, and I agree with you about dogs, because dogs should not, unless you're a husky, if you're a Labrador Retriever or Gertie, you're not going to be built to handle this.
No, she would die.
Yeah.
Reese, are you going to oh yeah, I'm going to Clearwater. Sterling, we need to talk about that. Oh, did you do that? There you go.
Yeah. Winter predators hey, Blake, how you doing, man? Winter predators and even prey develop fur coats and become bushier to brave the frigid temperatures. Aside from that, they make warm shelters. That is true.
What about the birds? What about the little tiny birds?
They have nests.
I know, it just makes me really sad. I get like serious panicky and anxiety about it. I don't like to think about it. Sterling, did you know about the Clearwater stuff?
What happened?
Like Aaron going and
I've been watching him. Yeah.
Okay, and spotting my mother-in-law.
I saw that. I saw him see Tampa Brad the other day, which was awesome.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, and then, but I'm telling you, it's so eerie. I almost have I watch William Gould, and it's out there, and there's a lot of people. When I see the Clearwater stuff, because there's no one there, it creeps me out, and I don't know why. It looks like a zombie apocalypse film. There's no one there. It's just weird feeling I get when I see it. I don't know what it is, but I love that he's doing it.
I do too, yeah. But do you agree that his window is going to be closing? Like, I think it's shocking. I said this to him. It's shocking to me that some of those Scientologists even answered him. Like some of them said hello. I think that's going to come to a close. They're going to circulate all around flag. This is who this person is. This is what he's doing. Yeah. It'll stop. Yeah. Don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Thank you so much. It does look like an episode of Walking Dead. It will, but I think that's kind of the point. Because, you think about it. It's like, do Scientologists know about Aaron Smith-Levin? I don't think so. I think they really try to make sure no one sees him. So they see him out there. They're not going to stop and go, oh, that's who that is. So they'll talk to him for the first bit. But now I'm sure they're going to get the drills down.
Oh, yeah. Mayor, thank you, babe. So tons of support. Squeeze to hug, skirt, Bo, and kid. Thank you, Mayor. I love you, girl. There's Bo.
It's like you're like Dr. Doolittle over there.
I love being Dr. Doolittle. It's my favorite thing.
If you had a bird land on your shoulder right now, you could be in a Disney film.
I should get a bird. Can a bird just sit on my shoulder?
Yeah, they could, but the only problem is you couldn't get a wolf or anything because you're wearing a hat made of their fur right now.
I think they would understand. This is very vintage.
Very vintage. Okay.
So I am, Sterling, I was going to ask your opinion on this. I'm going to fly down there about once every 6 weeks. Hey, Amanda.
To Clearwater.
Oh, she just growled at Bo. He got too close. You don't like that, do you? That's selfish and rude. It's selfish and rude. And I want you to think about that. What do you think about me flying down there?
What are you flying down there for?
I'm going to stay at Aaron's and I'm going to go with him to flag and see if I can see my dad or Brenda, although I don't think we'll ever see Brenda again.
I think if you do it with Aaron, fantastic. But please make sure you're with Aaron, so you have the emotional support you need for any sort of behavior or vicious tactics the church may try to take, knowing you're going down there.
Can you expound on that? What kind of, hold on. Hold on, let me read her thing. Would you walk with, okay, Aaron just answered me. Would you walk with your blanket, and when you go to Clearwater, you and Aaron could compare? Once I get Sterling a blanket, the three of you next on stream would be wearing them. Now, what do you mean by wearing it? You want me to just wrap myself in a blanket? I mean, I could take it with me and show it to everybody when Aaron and I do a stream at his house, but I don't know that I'm going to carry it down to Flag, Abigail. That would be probably a lot to be carrying around. But yeah, definitely I could do that. And then there was a question that I didn't want to miss either. Have you seen on Aaron's channel today the leaked Austin Orgs videos? No, not yet.
No, but I want to see those. I saw him start some stuff.
Yes, Nancy, my dad is there. What is that?
Do you like that version better?
No,
because I could see your beautiful face better. I want to see Gertie. No, you wanted me to go back?
Don't I look kind of like I have a lot of imperfections?
Not at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
Okay, well, whatever works. It seems a little harsh, but have you guys saw Aaron's Goliath? Oh yeah, I've seen Goliath, his dog, Big Mike, definitely. When are you coming to Florida, Brisbane? I want to come to a protest. Oh, that would be amazing. I don't want to give an exact date. Don't you think, Sterling? Like, I don't think I should let them know when I'm going to be there.
No, yeah, don't let them know.
I will tell you guys. It will be in the next 6 weeks. Something in the next 6 weeks. So it's coming up.
So to answer your question, I think that's a great idea. What I was trying to tell you is I don't think they will hurt you. I don't think they will do that, but they may bring people there intentionally to distract you or people that are important to you that ignore, you know what I mean? Like they may, like I still question whether Laura's father was brought out intentionally on that route to make her feel the way she felt after seeing her dad. So something along that line. So as long as you have the emotional support, someone there with you, so you're not by yourself, then I think it's a great idea. If that makes sense.
Do you think they would do that to me?
Possibly. I'm not sure. I don't know to what extent they're spending time doing these things at this particular point, but they might possibly. Yeah. And yes, your hat does match Gertie's fur.
That would be kind of sad. I don't know that Aaron is the person to be there for my emotional support on that because he has a hard time sometimes himself.
I think he would be. I think in that particular situation, he absolutely would be. Yeah.
Do you think that you could ever come down to one of those?
Possibly. Yeah, possibly. I don't, it's again, how much I work. So I don't know that, I've made several promises this year, and one of the things I want to do is see more of my family this year. So that time off I've slotted to see family this year so far, which includes my family in Kansas City.
Oh my God, I would love that so much.
So
Charlie, you better tell me when you're planning.
Well, I might make a Chicago then Kansas City trip in the summer, and I will let you know.
Okay, I would love that. The other thing I want to talk to you about, and I kind of want to go back to the flag thing because there's some stuff I want to talk about there.
Mm-hmm.
Should I switch back to the red?
No, I love the hat. I think it's great. You're going to boil, but I love the hat.
No, I'm not. I'm perfectly fine.
Tampa Bay man, by the way, I was so excited to see your face for the first time and you there with Aaron. Barb.
Barb is Barbara. She doesn't go by Barb, but Barbara is so cute. SPTV Tattoo Warrior is Barb. There's two different ones.
Got it. Okay, Barbara.
Post one of my mods. Sorry. Oh, Kathy Ann just did it for you. Sorry, go on. Barbara is so cute. Is she not the prettiest, most? She's so. Even my mom was like, "Oh my God, she's so cute."
Yeah,
she's
really
too cute.
Really is.
Yeah. Do you think it's a bad idea for me to go? I think it's a great idea. Like I really, truly, because I can't afford to travel that much, but I could afford it if all I had to pay for really was the plane ticket, if I can stay at Aaron's, because I would probably go for like a 4-day weekend. I'm not going to be able to do that every 6 weeks in a hotel. So I'll stay with Aaron and then, we'll get like $3 pizzas because he's the cheapest man alive. So that will save us money. No, but you guys could shoot content. You guys, I mean, I think you and Aaron would be like
Batman and Robin. You know what I mean? Aaron would be the Robin to your Batman. It would be amazing. I think you guys together would be dynamic out there, and it would probably be therapeutic to get to say something to those people that you haven't had a chance to speak to, or at least yell in their general direction. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think I would see my dad.
Would that be rough?
I don't think so. I just saw him a few years ago at the Ideal Org opening, and he totally ignored me for 4 hours. Now, yes, that was incredibly rough. I'm not going to lie. I was very, yeah, it was hard. But if I'm prepared for it and, you know, I see the bigger picture as to why I'm there, I'm not there to make up with my dad.
Right.
And the other thing that's good about that is he hasn't seen me in so long. Like, he doesn't know me. He hasn't known me since I was 16. He wouldn't even recognize me. He wouldn't know who I was. I would have to go up and say, Dad. And he'd be like, what? Who's this?
That's interesting. Oh,
we keep doing that. I'll let you click on those.
Well, no, because it's funny that I was actually clicking to say, Sarah Browett, love my weekend Riesling. Thank you so much. Two of my favorite humans. You deserve nothing but the best world has to offer. Thank you so much. That's a sweet message.
Love you, Sarah. Thank you, babe. I love her.
I actually kind of really needed this today after my discussion this morning. So I'm so glad we're here talking. Unfortunately, we're at this point, I don't know if we're going to have the unintentional errors and blackouts that normally happen, since I have everybody now officially switched my computer over.
I'm a little bummed. He called me the other day and said that he won't have any more errors or blackouts, and I was a little sad about it.
But in our future conversations, every time we take up a subject, which is funny and interesting, I'm going to bring some planned anecdotes, pictures, and little video clips to talk about the things I think we talked about in earlier things, such as I definitely want to show you a what was the phrasing? It was you were a Keebler elf Sherpa.
Oh my God. I still don't understand. I feel you're making me feel like I need to go change.
No, you're awesome.
If you see Brenda when you go down there, it'll be because you're down there, and I don't think they'll present her the same way. Always be prepared. See, I think, Blake, that could be true, but Sterling, don't you think that they will hide her at this point? Like that, I feel like that's the only time we will ever see her. You know,
and I talked about this with Jamie this morning. It's a question. Do they watch all these videos, and do they know how to direct the hurt towards people? Because they obviously can't, I don't think, openly attack anymore. It's as Aaron stated before, it's gotten too big. It's snowballed too big. What I do think they could do, let's say your father is, or I'll give you a perfect example. Claire Headley at the Danny Masterson case. They could not counter her testimony with anyone. So what do? They brought her stepfather in that they know she had heartbreak over, and they put him on the list of witnesses just to freak her out, even though they didn't use him at all. So do I think they could drag your dad out, and maybe Brenda, who they know you love and you're hurt over? That's possible, because they just want to inflict as much pain as possible at this point, because they can't really do anything else. So that's my theory on it. I have no way to prove that. I don't know if that's true. It's just my theory.
Would they bring him out and say, don't talk to her, just make eye contact? Or would they try to talk to me? And
again,
either way, it's going to break my heart.
Exactly.
Denver Stevo, I just want to say hi to you, because I know you've been kind of not, I heard that you're taking a little bit of a break. Just know that we love you, Stevo. I hope you're all right. That was really tough. Okay. There's Hef. Get ready for it. Get ready. Here it comes. I still can't. Hey, Britt.
Finally caught a Reese and Sterling live, or as we like to call it, the Riesling hour. Oh, Reese. I forgot. Mike Brown sent me something.
Okay, well, are you going to get up, or are you just going to scoot?
I'm going to scoot because I'm too lazy. Check that out. It is a Riesling. Let me see. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, that's so. Why didn't he send me anything since I drink so much?
Exactly. And I actually got it. It was a mixed pack. So I got a bunch of these. It's uncouth.
Strike one with Mike Brown. Hey, Sterling, can you do this now that you have?
Oh, let's see. You must have to turn that on. Oh, And I froze.
That's awesome.
Wait a second. Did you see Mike Brown in his live with Marilyn Honig? He did the. I don't get it. Sterling was trying to explain to Reese how to do the hearts. She couldn't figure it out. He kept explaining it, and then Mike did it perfectly. First time.
Okay, shut up.
So,
Nobody
so
wants
no,
to
watch
hear
this. No,
about
let me
it.
do it. Let me do it. I'm gonna show you what I want. Watch this. Ready? Here we go.
Rub it in. This is cool.
Wait.
You're frozen again, doofus. See, look, he was trying to be cool and he froze like a doofus.
Okay, here we go. Oh. Okay,
I love that your new computer sucks. See, watch.
No, you're too late. You got to do it right away.
Okay.
Like, go, boom.
Boom.
Blow. There we go.
Okay, it made no difference, and you're ridiculous. You've got a lot of problems. You're in the wrong. That's dumb. No.
Why am I freezing?
Because you made fun of me, and that's karma. That's called karma. Nobody likes that one. Do this one. That sucks. New computer too. That sucks.
I'm beginning to think it's something else now. I'm done. That's it. Like, are you kidding me?
Let me do something. Let me do something for your mood.
Wait, or you could do your weather.
That sucks.
It freezes for a second.
Sure does.
That is so strange. That is so strange.
It's a bum deal for you.
I don't even know anymore. I don't even know.
Hey, Carrie Ann.
That's so good.
What?
Here, 1 second. Daniel Sander. Sterling is freezing and Reese is the one with all the warm clothes on.
Yeah, and he made fun of my warm clothes, so that's what he gets. Are you guys playing Xbox?
Not yet. Why?
Oh, just wondering why you're down here.
Trying to get it set up.
So should I do something with this Jamie dude?
Oh, I think so. I mean, I'm doing more stuff with him in the future as well. He's very interesting to talk to, intelligent, sees things a certain way, but doesn't try to make that be the way you have to see it. He's really good at just talking about the subject in detail and understanding it. So anyways, it was, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as you don't, he doesn't take away time from us. Don't be trying to do stuff with him on. Oh my God. That looks like the slime dude from Ghostbusters.
Like, seriously. I mean, maybe there's a setting I don't know about. The amount of memory and RAM I got on my new computer and the processing speed, I should be able to run the world from my computer.
Sterling, back to what's important. You know I get weird and needy. Let Jamie know that Wednesdays and Sundays are off limits for both of us. That we do things on Sundays, game nights for Wednesdays. I don't want to hear about it.
Deal. Promise.
I said no. Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. See, you can't do that. I can. I can block my face out.
I like the confetti.
Watch this. Watch this.
Oh my God. That's weird.
I can make faces at you. You didn't even notice.
Somebody said it's your internet, not your computer.
It could be, but I got fast internet. But you know what the problem is? I've got a lot of devices, so maybe.
I don't think they're related. No, Love Maddie.
No, they are. They are. I found out they are.
Never mind, Love Maddie. I stand corrected.
I did not know that.
Thank you, Tracy. Yeah. Can't wait to watch you down in Clearwater with Aaron. Go awesome. Yeah, I just think that's kind of my element. I feel like that would be right up my alley. Sterling, I could feel that this afternoon stream was hard. What was hard? What are we talking about?
I went deep into some stuff that sometimes I tend to even forget that happens until I'm asked about it. About my parents abandoning me for 2 to 3 days while I went onto the children's RPF. And my most my strongest memory of that particular thing, Reese, was escaping from the adults to get back to my parents, and I had to run. We had just taken showers in the communal shower, and I had to get dressed and peek outside the door, and I saw the adult was looking the other way, and I ran down the hallway, down the stairs, across the street, and behind the parking structure to where my parents lived, and ran inside the room, slammed the door shut, and jumped into my mom's arms and said, "Don't let them take me back." And they did show up.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I know. I talked about it once before, but I don't think I went to as much depth as I did there. But yeah, no, that's probably one of my worst childhood memories. And why?
Oh,
and why
Sterling,
again
that's so
the ranch?
sad.
Yeah, why the ranch wasn't so bad for me as compared to my younger experience.
Such a little
Texas.
tiny Sterling. That makes me really sad.
But I was fast. At least I was fast.
That's sad though, Sterling. That's really sad.
No, it was pretty sad. It was pretty sad. The good thing is, I think at that point, my parents did make the right decision, and they took me out of the cadet school and put me in public school. So.
Okay, well, so something good came of it.
Yeah, eventually. I mean, I wouldn't say it was all good, but something improved a little bit. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so I talked to Jamie about that. I think you should do something with Jamie, but I think you and Aaron would be dynamite together in Clearwater. Dynamite. So that's my opinion on that.
Don't you think that's kind of up my alley? I think I would do great because I'm good off the cuff and I can talk to anybody. And I definitely am like Aaron. I would never want to make somebody feel less. I would never want to shout at them or, get weird. It would be truly about me just trying to just talk with them.
And I think that's
never going to happen.
Right.
Did you see Blake's comment?
Sterling, try using a different resolution. Witness ideal. I'm at 720. But I souped up my computer. It could be upload speed, guys, but I'm going to check some more stuff out because I'm so glad I bought a brand new computer to resolve something that's not a problem. But I also, guys, I wanted to get a computer solely for this particular stuff that I can just leave here that doesn't have any work stuff on it because this is my personal life. And so that's why I did that. But we'll see what happens.
I got my office chair on Amazon. Just type it in. Just type in like green leather office chair.
Ooh, we have more people from Scotland. I love that.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
For sure, Reese, because you're an empath, lots of people will feel drawn to you and talk to you. Is that why? I don't know much about that empath stuff, but people do come up and talk to me all the time. But Sterling, I do think by the time I go, it will be a bit of a waste because Aaron's going to have done that so many times and they will be hip to it, prepared for it. But I still want to go and I still want to make a habit of it and go with him and stream it from my channel. And,
yeah, I think that would be a great idea. And I do think they may in preparation, again, 50-50, they can go either way. They could completely go, hey, we're not even going to give him the time of day. We're going to sneak him in. And I don't know the property, only Aaron does. But maybe they sneak him in another direction or make it so you have absolutely no contact. But what's funny is that if they do that, it just shows how empty. I mean, they have so little people there that they could actually sneak people past you.
Don't you think it's kind of shocking that they didn't have Sea Org security come out? Like, they're not even willing to come and confront anything.
No, I wouldn't trust Sea Org security to come out. They handled William Gould so well. Look what happened. They're probably told to just not say anything at all because they're just they really did terrible.
Don't worry, Mick Moore. I'm not going to give dates or times online. I'm just going to tell you guys I will be going within the next 6 weeks. Now, OSA will track my flight. Mike Rinder said they do that. So I'm sure they'll know when I'm coming. Right?
Yeah, they most likely they will. And if they still have PIs on Aaron, that they'll know when you leave his place to go there. But you know what? It's still going to create some sort of effect. And you still may see people. So it's just, yeah, I like the idea.
I won't do this, but I also thought like at some point, maybe I should take Huxley. because that would be hard for her to walk past us and ignore us with Huxley. My dad wouldn't give a holy shit, but Brenda would be sad.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you on bringing Hux there. That may be a little raw for him. I wouldn't suggest it, but unless you brought him there to go do something fun at the same time.
Thank you, Nightshade Hellas. I agree. And it would be up to Huxley, but I don't think that's a good idea right now. I think I should go maybe a few times and see how it goes. And obviously Huxley would always have the choice. I would never say like, you're coming with me. I would give him a choice and let him know that it could be very sad. Can someone else make a reservation for me? Not really, because you'd still have to do it in my name.
And
how
it won't
do they
really
manage
matter.
to track your flight?
Yeah,
I don't know how they do that, but they do. They track flights.
They have an official travel agency that they set up to save money. I believe they originally did it to save money. They could book all the flights themselves, and the agents that access allows them to then check itineraries on planes, so they can see what seats are empty, what seats are filled, and the names of the passengers. So they turn that around and used it as a tool to spy and look. But honestly, it doesn't matter if they know you're flying down there. That really doesn't matter. What they're going to want to know.
Jane, I'm not going to subject Huxley to that, guys. I'm saying, what if? It's a hypothetical. I'm not going to take him at this time. Right. I would have to go a few times. I'm not going to subject Huxley to it, so nobody needs to worry about me doing that.
Yeah, I think they would. Once you leave the house to go there, that's when they're going to be concerned. That's when they're going to, they're not going to, in preparation for you, lock down all flag because you're flying there for the weekend. They're going to do it when they know you guys are on the way. So, my opinion.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think Huxley's too young at this point. Like maybe in a couple of years, we'll see. But the last thing I want to do is traumatize my kid. I don't think it would shake him, to be honest. He doesn't really give a shit about them anymore as much. I mean, but I just don't think it's like, what's the purpose of it? What's beneficial to that? There isn't anything that would be helpful for him to see them.
Yeah, I don't.
It would actually be more sad for them. I think it would be really hard for them to see him. I mean, Sterling, let's just kind of sweep over that real quick. Did you see the difference in her?
I did. I saw you talking about it. I mean, it's pretty drastic. That's stress right there. That is someone that's not happy about having to make decisions and looks like something's been forced down her throat to do something she really didn't want to. Despite what they push and the brainwashing, there's people still have love for relatives and special people in their family, even if Scientology tries to completely extinguish it. You could see it in her face. She's worn down. And it's sad to see.
Beaten down. Yeah. I mean, it was really sad to see. I thought it was interesting to see the before and after of the year that I've been out.
Yeah.
And the before and the after of the year that she's been just in prison there.
Yep.
In ethics. Like, it's just, it's really sad. It made me really, really sad. And you could tell, I mean, Brenda would never say this. If you asked her, she'd say, I'm doing all this because I want to do this. There's got to be that has to be false. There can't, you can't change an appearance that much without, I feel like, some of that being against your will. Don't you agree? Like, you just look like you probably feel, right?
Right. Yep. Yep. I absolutely. And I think there's, I agree. I agree with that 100%. By the way, did you see the comment I put up about bringing a picture of Huxley? That would have an effect on them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Bo Beats, I agree. And the other thing I just want to say, because there's almost 1,000 people in here watching, I think this is smoothed over, but like Sterling, I was just going to say it because you're talking to me about it now. A couple, like maybe a handful, 3 people maybe, said that I was fat shaming her. And that really depressed me because somebody made a good point. Obviously I wasn't. I was crying about it.
No.
I was worried about it. Like, it had nothing to do with weight. And somebody made a good point because she's just from looking at it, Jeff also thought, and my mom did too, it looks like she's probably gained about 60 to 75 pounds in the last time I've seen her. And it had nothing to do with that weight gain. Somebody said, what if she had lost 90 pounds? Like, you would be equally concerned.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah. I would be equally concerned if she was unrecognizable because she was a skeleton. It didn't matter about that had nothing to do with it.
No, nothing at all.
But it was just total depression, and it looked like she'd given up on just mentally, physically, like she just was, like you said, worn down.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And you could see it. And I caught a little bit of that, and I was like, wow, yeah. You could definitely see that for sure.
Yeah. And if you had a close loved one or friend or that in 1 year's time gained that much weight or lost that much weight, of course you would be concerned.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, you would absolutely. Yeah, no, you weren't fat shaming. I don't think you were fat shaming anyone. But I get, yeah, no, I don't get why someone said that's just someone trying to create, trying to stir the pot a little bit, I think.
Oh, yeah, that was the other thing. Her hair is really thinning.
Yeah.
She had a huge patch of hair loss up her forehead. Sterling, I'm worried. I mean, what is there anything that can be done about that? I don't think so.
I don't think so. It's just sad because if you've been in that position, and you have, I believe you've been through the science. There's different levels of it, but one of the Scientology levels of torture and harassment would be just the standard ethics handling, where you're made constantly to believe that you're wrong, you've done something wrong, you are in trouble because your family members are speaking out, or you didn't handle something correctly, or whatever it may be she's in trouble for. It's a constant daily beating and questioning of your own morals that takes a lot out of you. And it kind of brings in a little bit of a stupor and a sadness to you, that where you stop really trying. You stop making an effort to live life happy and do things. And you look at her face when you saw that. And of course, I'm not a body language expert, but I look at that and I go, that's a person that's miserable. That is a person that's miserable.
Totally. Yeah. And a lot of people said, this is cute, so I put it up close. A lot of people said thyroid, and Brenda does have a thyroid problem.
Oh, she does?
Yes. Yes. She has a diagnosed thyroid issue. Is this the cutest thing ever, guys? I blew up that picture because she keeps playing with my little pom-poms.
Let me see this, because I'm looking at the chat. Oh, that is cute. Wait, why do I not know about your cat?
You know about Kid?
I think so. I think I just forgot.
Kid.
Again, you're Dr. Doolittle. I can't get everything.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, sum it up to, I think it's just a lot of depression.
Yeah. And it's sad. It really is. I mean, again, I'm going to always say that disconnection is one of the worst things. When I talk about my father, I cry. When I heard Aaron talk about how he pleaded with Scientology to not destroy his family, and they went and did it anyways, that's what hits me emotionally. It really drags me. And that's why the moment with you and Hux, where you got all those gifts from the people that subscribe to you and the people that love and care for you. That's why, to me, and I think I said this already in 2023, that was one of the highlights of the year for me, was seeing that video, watching that happen to you guys live. I mean, that was amazing.
Yes.
That was amazing. And thank you to everyone that's in the chat, whether you participated or not. Even you just being in the chat the day that happened, I think made a difference. So, look, I think you should, in my opinion, you should go down there. You should do it. You should knock it out of the park. I completely think so. Yeah.
Okay. And maybe sometime you can come and join.
Yeah.
I also thought about maybe sometime I could come to LA.
Absolutely. You're welcome here anytime.
We could do the same thing. Would you ever be willing to go do that in LA?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
That's a bit trickier for me on the seeing my dad there, or even if I could. I don't know any public in LA necessarily, so there's no one that I would potentially know. I found out today that one of my good friends, John O'Reese, is now in Florida, but I don't know if I would or not. I don't know if that's on my go-to. I would potentially go with you and Aaron if I was in Florida. That I would do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hot Mess Express. I'm going to go down in the next 6 weeks. Sterling. Oh, and Abigail. Yes, I will always consider that an amazing thing too. My first stocking. Do you think? Wait, there was a question for you. Oh, there it is. Sterling?
No, guys. Thank you so much for
That's
asking,
cool.
Robert.
Look at
Robin.
what Robin has for you.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. Well, I kind of overdid it last week on lives, and so I left myself no time to do anything personally. So I will make it a mission of mine this coming Wednesday to work on that particular subject so that I can get that, because I know a lot of you guys want to send stuff, and I don't want to squash anyone's love language. Let's put it that way, and I appreciate it. So I will work on that. I promise. And by the way, you keep chasing me up, I'll be happy that you do that. So that way I get it done. Thank you so much, though.
If she has a known thyroid issue, would deliberately without medications from her or shame her? I don't know the answer to that, Sterling. People were asking me that. I mean, I know that she takes thyroid medication.
Yeah. But
I know she's taken thyroid medication for a long time. She had a goiter and didn't do anything about it. And she has thyroid issues. So
she does.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's a serious thing for her. So would they take that away from her? I mean, it almost seems like she's not taking it anymore. I don't know that they took it away, but why did she?
Well, they could convince her. They could convince her that she does not need it. That's entirely possible. Or she could think that with Scientology now she's so much happier she doesn't need it. But I don't think they would take it away from her at this particular point. They're probably careful. They're probably careful about medications after the mass amount of accidental deaths over the past 20 years. I'm going to hope that they switch to that. I can't say it for sure, obviously, but I'm going to hope that they switch their direction on that. Yeah.
I also thought, what if because all of her family, her siblings and everything are in Iowa and they're not Scientologists. What if here, you're going to sit here. Okay. What if I reached out to her family and said, because no one has seen her. No, she doesn't get to go visit them.
Right. Well, is she a staff member or is she just a public?
That's crazy, Mrs. Johnny. She's a public now. She's been let go.
Interesting. Okay. You could ask him. I think someone mentioned a welfare check. You could ask him for that, which I think would be a good idea. But again, it's weird to me. No, it's not strange to me. The behavior of Scientology is never strange to me. I know. I saw.
And you can see she's in ethics clothes. You can see that. Brenda's
is that what that is?
Well, she's a super polished lady. I don't know where Doug is. He's in Clearwater. Thank you, Tampa B man. She's just very polished. Brenda's very upscale, and she would never be caught dead in a hoodie like that. I mean, you can tell that. I mean, also Flag has standards, Sterling. You know this. You can't just be a Flag public going in looking like that. There are standards. It's like going to a Ruth's Chris steakhouse. You can't just walk in slumming it. You have to look a certain way. Well, I know that because I was out-qualified to go to Flag because of my being on staff. But there was like a whole list of things you had to do to be able to go to Flag. And one of them was a dress code.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
So you can't, because it's the commercial. Flag is like the Mecca. You can't have gross looking people walking around Flag. It would turn everybody off. That's where the rich people go,
Yeah. What do you mean by ethics clothes, out of curiosity?
Well, those are lower conditions clothes. Whenever I was in lower conditions, here, I'll put this back since I
actually like this, but okay.
Oh, you do? Okay. When I was in lower conditions.
I can see your face. I can see your face.
I know, but it doesn't look good.
Yeah, you look great.
When I was in lower conditions, I don't know where you came from on your side of it, but they told me all the time that like wear sweatpants, you're going to be cleaning shitty toilets. You can't wear your staff clothes because you're not good enough to be on staff right now. You're separated there by dressing that way. They separate you so that they can be mean to you, so that you're emptying ashtrays, so that it's kind of well known that, oh, you did something wrong.
Interesting. Okay, I can see the observation, seeing what she's dressed like, and you're saying normally she's dressed to a T.
Oh yeah.
So no, I mean they did, but I don't think we saw it that way because we really didn't have a chance to wear nice clothes usually. So if we were either in uniform or we were wearing deck clothes. So there was no nice clothes. I mean, obviously we'd just never wear nice clothes necessarily unless it was an event we were going to. So no, that wasn't the same. So which is why I asked the question. But I can see that. I can see why you say that. They would be clothes. She's doing a project. She's not dressed nice. She's not dress business appropriate or whatever. And if you know her, I'm sure you can tell that.
Yeah, and I also just know that Flag would not allow her. She was a trainee, and she was the ED, going to be the ED of the org. She just can't go in looking like that. Not to mention, Brenda wouldn't go out and get the mail looking like that. She's just very funny about her appearance. I know her very well.
Interesting.
Thank you, Jay Brimble. Crazy rabbit. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Jennifer B. That's so nice. It's just a weird distance and really up close, but you don't mind the hat?
I love the hat. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
You look like a teddy bear. I want to reach through the screen and hug you if possible.
I'm going to say it's not warm. Like I'm not warm in this at all.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know, guys. There's just a lot of, I still have so many questions about this, Sterling. There's just a goiter. Let's see what this says, because I'm not exactly sure either. A goiter is the irregular growth of the thyroid gland. The thyroid is butterfly-shaped gland located at the base of the neck. Yeah. So she had one to a point where it was like sticking out. And then this was years and years ago and it went away. But somebody pointed out that it had come back.
Interesting.
My God. Thank you, Yadira.
One thing you probably don't know about me that I've really never discussed, and it's in relation to this, is what I want to mention. I really do not have any sort of knowledge on a lot of human illnesses or conditions. So even when you mentioned thyroid, I've heard the word before, but I don't know what that is, because I don't know whether it's unfortunate or not. I don't go to the doctor a whole lot. I'm not a giant fan of the doctor. That may be something having to do with being in Scientology my whole life. So I'm not a fan. I'm relatively healthy because I do eat very healthy. I do exercise and I do try to do things that keep me happy, but I don't love going to doctors. So sometimes people say, oh, what about this? I'm like, yeah, what? I have no clue. So I wish I could give you some sort of feedback on that. I don't, but what I do love is I know the people on our chat are brilliant and they're going to have information.
Yes. Yes. And so thyroid issues, Sterling, can cause weight gain, weight loss. I know that hair loss is a big one for thyroid. There's quite a few things, especially I think in women, because I've had certain symptoms before where my doctor will go, let's check your thyroid. So I luckily don't have thyroid issues. I get my blood drawn every 3 months. But Brenda, really? I have to for my diabetes.
Okay.
I got my blood drawn. Went to the doctor either.
Yeah, I've got it drawn twice in 47 years. So.
Yeah, I never went to the doctor either at being in Scientology. And then I just knew something was wrong one day when I was super, super dizzy and just like something was wrong. And so I'm the same. I don't go to the doctor, but now I have to in order to keep everything regulated.
And that's important. That is actually important. And I get that. I just am not a fan of it.
I get it.
You know, it's funny. I'm also cheap. That's the only thing I'm cheap about. It's like, okay, so I have to go pay for a doctor checkup. So what am I getting out of it? I'm going to be told I'm good or not, but that's it. There's nothing I'm getting for it in my mind. Don't you have
health insurance?
I even have health insurance. It makes no sense. I can't explain it, guys. I think even every once in a while, my mom has to call me and say, hey, did you go do that? And I'm like, okay, I'll do it. I promise.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm just weird that way. I'm weird that way. But
you and Aaron should go to, what is that real quick? What's Ybor?
Oh, Ybor City. I think that's a place. Yeah.
Okay. And I also wanted to say, Holly, no, she would be separated from wearing one of those uniforms. They purposely don't have you wear your staff clothes when you're in lower conditions. They make you look frump dump so that they can identify, oh, you're in lower conditions. You're in ethics. Yes, that's a big, I mean, for me, I can't speak for Sterling, but for me, that was the thing. Every day you come on showing your unique persona. I love it. Hats and all. Thank you, Jennifer. I love you, gal.
Interesting. See, I love it. This is the thing, man. It's like, I don't even have to Google anything. I'm just going to come on live with you and start asking my questions. And it's true. Those of you that are saying that to me, I agree. Thank you, Irene Hoffman. I agree that it's something I'm trying to change up, because even though I have been lucky to be very healthy for most of my life, there are little things that pop up sometimes that if addressed right away, and making sure there's a balance. Guys, last time I got my blood drawn, I was very dehydrated, which is so funny. You would think that that's something that wouldn't happen, but I have to force myself to drink water. Wine and coffee, I can drink it all day.
That is kind of weird. It does seem like you would be drinking a lot of water.
Nope. I do not. I really don't. Yeah.
Holly, if she was not in lower conditions, she would be in her regular uniform. They have outer org trainee uniforms they have to wear every day. Reese, when you go to Clearwater, remember that we are big and Scientology is small and fear is the mind killer. Thank you, Blake.
Did you see this
guys,
one? Sorry, let me pull this up. Abigail asks, thank goodness I'm on a computer. Aaron just went live, so I'm watching all 3 channels.
Oh
Thank
my
you,
God,
Abigail, for doing that. That is amazing.
Yes,
Thank
Abigail.
you so much.
She's a serious fan. Ren B, love you, girl. I got it in anthropology, just so you know. She and I love anthropology. Okay, you're kind of active tonight.
Did I tell you the doctor story yet?
No.
I didn't tell you the doctor story? Okay. I wish I lived somewhere in the Northeast. I don't remember where it is, but I had a subscriber reach out to me, I think 2 days ago. And because we're on the subject of doctors. And she said that she had gone in to get something looked at, and the doctor had told her she had a particular condition and was I think writing her a script, and I might be adding that detail, but
and who is this?
I'm not going to say because
I'm sorry. I thought I missed it. Okay.
Oh, no. It's just a person that follows our channels, and she emailed me personally, and she said that she had you have this, and then the lady, the subscriber, joked and said, oh, it must be Xenu. And the doctor turned to her and said, wow, are you? Yeah. Wow. Are you a fan of SPTV? And the patient said, yes. And then the patient said to the doctor again, who's your favorite? And the doctor said, Sterling's my favorite. And I just wish I was 10 years younger.
That's so awesome.
To which I reply, I wish I was 10 years older now. So if you're watching, yeah, I thought that was such a sweet story.
I love that too. I had a doctor email me the other day, and she said, I don't ever come into the chats, but she said, I'm an OBGYN. And I was like, oh my God. She said, I love when you talk about your cooter. Aaron said, SC recruits. I don't know
Scientology recruits in IBER. So like the test center that William Gould is in front of, I think they have that same function in Ybor City. I think that's in Tampa. So you could go protest. It's like if you tried to protest outside of Big Blue, you're not going to see almost anybody. It's a ghost town. But see, these guys are protesting where they're trying to get foot traffic. So they're not, the majority of what they're seeing are public walking by and the interactions. That's where you'll see most, in my opinion, you'll see most people. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Mel.
I do not know what city, guys, that the doctor was in. I just know somewhere in Northeast of the United States. But yeah, it kind of made my day. That was a fantastic story.
It's pronounced Ybor.
Oh, Ybor. Okay. Thank you so much, people. She was wearing red.
Ken Cole, that's cute.
I thought she'd be wearing red for the. She was wearing red. Yeah.
I had a red hat on, but Sterling made fun of it, so I took it off and put on my Eskimo hat.
I did not make fun of it. I told her she looked adorable in it. Yeah.
My thyroid, I had flare, died to stress. I gained 80 pounds. I'm losing it slowly now. Susie, yeah, it's thyroid controls a lot. I don't know everything about it. I'm not going to pretend to. I know, but you're being a lot tonight, aren't we? The thyroid controls a lot. And I just know that I'm sure it's her thyroid. I'm sure it's also just a huge state of depression. We all know that just depression alone can wreak havoc, right, on our bodies. So her skin, but it also, her skin, her face was super puffy. And then you flip on the flip side, you guys take a look at my video I very first did with Aaron versus now. And my skin looks totally different. My face was a lot more puffy and pale at the time. Like almost my skin looked kind of gray. I looked pretty unhealthy and I didn't know it. But comparing it to now, I think I look a lot different. I think I look a lot more alive.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree. And it is interesting that in most cases when people leave Scientology, I'll give you a perfect example of this.
I haven't received it yet, hockey guy.
I'll give you a perfect example of Serge Del Mar. I guarantee you he looks better than 99% of the people that are his same age that were in Scientology with him. I guarantee you that right now. Because you actually take care of yourself when you leave. You do not take care of yourself there. You're doing the bare minimum. And the pressure. It's hard to explain the pressure, the lack of sleep. All that takes its effect night after night.
That is an Apple AirTag. Somebody said, what is on her collar? See that? That's an Apple AirTag. We can track her anywhere. She got out one time 2 years ago and Jeff lost his mind and put an AirTag tracker on her, and she's never gotten out again, but he just freaked out. So
That's
Hockey
why you're
Guy,
asking.
actually, that's not true because I know your name. I did get it. It was from Amazon, and you wrote a cute note and you said, I don't super chat, but here's something for you. Yes, I got it. It's a little, it's a charging station. So thank you, Hockey Guy. I love you. I'm glad you could be here tonight. That was really kind of you. Thank you. Somebody had.
Yeah, by the way, I missed it. Sorry, this one. Amber Vanask, who's actually been reaching out to me recently.
And I love Amber.
Yeah, I want to talk to her sometime. She's interesting. We must have crossed paths somewhere, but don't know it. I have heart issues, and my mom was telling me that I can fix it with Scientology. Just so we're clear, if anyone ever tells you they can fix anything with Scientology, it is not true. They cannot fix anything except for maybe Tom's dyslexia. No, thank you, Mom. I think I'm going to stay on my medication. Good call.
Yeah, but that is kind of that's a real, thanks guys. I got this hat yesterday at an antique store. That is a real thing. That Scientology, I'm not going to speak for across the boards and say they do this to everybody. Just from my experience, I had some health issues when I first was diagnosed with diabetes. They were like, you need to go to the MLO, which is the medical liaison officer. And they tried to tell me like, you don't need to be on medications. We can handle this. Let's formulate a plan. When I was having really bad periods, there was like a little part of time where they're bad already, but they were particularly bad. I was sent to the MLO and they were like, okay, well, let's just keep an eye on it. You report to me what's going on. Scientology has no business. If you want to mind and brainwash people, but they try to handle physical ailments, and that's wrong. And I believe that a lot of people have lost their lives because of that. I know people who have died, more than one. And I think it's truly because they go, come to us and we can fix that too. Not just your mental problems. And it's really messed up that they do that. I think that they have
early signs of cancer that they think it's something else. They think it's a PTS condition. They'll think it's something else. They won't just automatically send you to a doctor because that costs them money. And Reese, this one's for you. Reese looks like a Quebec Indigenous person.
Wow. Thank you, James. That's specific. That's really specific.
I know. I like people that get specific.
I was told yesterday in this hat, I looked like a Russian spy, which I thought was kind of cool. It was kind of neat.
Hockey Guy. I did not get your question about DM. I was late to hell to your stream. Please put it in here again. I'd be happy to answer it. I missed it. I really try to get all my questions, and sometimes it just doesn't work out, but I would absolutely love to answer that one for you.
And that's one of the reasons, Sterling, too, that they have touch assists, nervous assists. Like that's all to handle the body, guys. So they're not just doing stuff to have you hold the cans and get rid of all the stuff, that you've done in your past. They're trying to also, they're double teaming it. They're trying to handle the body too. And that's the part that I also have, that and just familial disconnection. It's like, if you want to brainwash people and make them go into debt because they think they're going to handle all their past life stuff, fine. But it's really a disservice and unfair. Some people die because they didn't get medical help. And that's so wrong.
And let's be clear too, like one of the things I discovered when I got out, which was crazy, is that, you have this nerve assist. And if in the Sea Org, you're working these crazy long hours, you're never getting any adjustment. You're not getting to stretch. You're sitting in your seat most of the time. Your body is like just crunched. And this is another reason why I think people don't look good after being in Scientology or the Sea organization for a long time, is because you don't do any body care. And then you get the nervous assist. Of course, in the Sea organization, the nervous system feels like $1 million because, you've got all this stuck energy in your muscles. You've got all these knots and you're like, oh my God. But then when you get an actual massage by a professional masseuse who trained to do it, it is about 4,000 times more effective and feels 100 times better for only $400, right? Or $200 or whatever. Yeah.
You know what else is really effed up is you can't, like, I would think too, and I've been told I should, actually my OB, was it my OB or my hairstylist? I can't remember now. But one of them was like, you should go do yoga. Like it does wonders, the stretching and all that. Guess what? You can't do that in Scientology.
Nope.
That's not allowed. It's called other practices. That is not allowed. You will get in big trouble for that. So it's just, they really box you in. They really get you to believe like, we have all the answers for this, even medically.
Yep.
And that makes me even more angry than ever. That's true. Chiropractic is very allowed, Sandy, because they're all Scientologists. There's so many.
But as a perfect example, they'll go to their chiropractor and they'll even get probably blood tests from their chiropractor, who is a doctor, but he's not a doctor that's trained to read the exact levels. I mean, reading a blood test is a super specialized thing. But if you miss something on the blood test that could be caught early because it's not really your field and you don't get that caught, that could be detrimental to your health in the long term and absolutely kill you. And they don't have attention to detail. Now, of course, I'm a hypocrite because neither do I in that particular subject, but I'm trying to work on that. But I'm not telling other people that. I would tell anyone else, hey, I would get a real doctor to check it out. Sorry, be clear, chiropractors are doctors. I would get an MD or a medical doctor who is specialist in that field to check it out. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's a great question. Hockey Guy 228. My question was kind of about topic. What was DM like pre and then post Lisa McPherson wise, behavior wise? Guys, a lot of people would tell you and would make a point or argue that after Lisa McPherson, Dave became super tyrannical towards the base staff and towards a lot of individual executives and staff members. I think that particular case scared him really, really badly because he was potentially going to be in the line of fire for that. And he did absolutely case supervise. He did help program. He did have his hands personally on her situation before she passed away. And I think he was very, very scared of that. So yes, Dave Miscavige changed a lot after that, a lot. Yeah. And it's actually the beginning of my relationship, whatever it may have been at some point, got a lot worse after that. He did not like me for some reason, or I had a much shorter leash with him. So yeah, he definitely changed a lot. So I hope that answers your question.
No, chiropractic, they go to chiropractic school. They don't go to med school. I wonder why there are so many Scientology chiropractors and dentists. I don't know, Renby.
It's because of WISE. It's because of the WISE business consultant.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I can't remember what that stands for. International
World Institute of Scientology Enterprises. And it's the organization that deals with business management practices, and it signs up consulting type basis for organizations that do that. And so one big WISE group in Scientology is Sterling Management, actually. And right. Yeah, they go around doing seminars and signing up chiropractic offices to learn about their management of their offices to help them manage them and get more business and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, no Bo Beats. I don't actually anymore. It's
now, to be clear, I love going to a chiropractor for chiropractic work because I play a lot of sports, and I will throw something out or I'll mess something up. So I have a chiropractor I see, and that is the one person I see on a regular basis who absolutely will fix and adjust things and give me advice on exercises and stretches to use. So they have their purpose for sure. It's just they're not the one-stop shop end-all person you should be seeing if you're having a problem. Yep.
Yeah, Sterling, I think now more than ever, this week has been rough on me when I saw her, and I think now more than ever and you're right. I may want to look for that when I do go to Clearwater. Like I wonder if they are going to try to make it hard. But it's been even harder seeing her because how can you, like everybody knows, Brenda, how can you allow somebody to decline like that and not say anything? Like all of her friends in Scientology, she just looks like a totally different person. Why hasn't anybody said, whoa, before this person drops dead because they look like they're headed that way? I mean, I know the answer, but it doesn't make any sense to me anymore now that I'm not in it. It makes me so sad to see such a decline that rapidly because what's the next step? To me, death.
Right.
She looks like she's not going to be alive in a year the way she looks.
Then I think, I mean, just in that alone, I think you should go down there, do your thing with Erin and see if you can reach her. See if her seeing you happy and smiling and doing well, maybe makes her feel a little bit. I'm always of the frame of mind. It's the next thing could break someone out. The one little thing could be the straw that breaks the camel's back, and makes them realize that they could live a better life or be happier outside of Scientology. It's so crazy. They're not happy. They think they're happy, but they're not happy. There's no way they're happy.
I'm not sure that I just know her so well. She is the strongest one that I've ever known. I don't think the other thing is, Sterling, she's got a son and daughter-in-law in Clearwater that were in the Sea Org with 2 little kids. So if I put myself in her shoes, you're losing either way. You're going to lose them, or you're going to lose me. Right.
Yeah. And that's where they get you on that one. And that is an issue. Once they get family members in, you know, they're going to take the time. That's the guarantee, guys. That's the for sure. That's never in question. There's no conjecture on the subject. If you leave Scientology and you have family members in Scientology, 100% of the time they will try to make sure that you don't get to see them after, and they'll take that away from you. It's horrible. It's a really, really bad thing. Yeah.
Hockey guy, yes, she's living at Flag. And like Aaron said in the video the other day, he even said, he goes, I can't figure out, I don't know why, for whatever reason, the Kansas City org, they don't trust to keep her ethics cycle moving. So they have her at Flag. They have her trapped at Flag, and I don't know why. Bye, Julia. And I can't figure that out either, Sterling, other than they probably don't feel like it's safe for her to be in Kansas City, because what if they relapse and call Huxley? I'm sure it's hard for them to lose Huxley.
Yep.
So sure I wouldn't be surprised. Like, and also I'm sure they're like, well, there's a chance you could run into them. You know, like we can't risk that chance.
Right.
Is my guess. And also she's in so much trouble. I'm sure they just want to make sure they're cracking a whip 24 hours a day with her. You know, there can't be any freedom. There can't be any free time. And at Flag, they can make sure they run her to the ground.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, but absolutely, you're right. And it's kind of sad, because you do know that's the case. And you want to do something about it, but you're not sure what you can do or if anything will work, but you do know it.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm in the same boat with my dad. I don't even know what his health is like, but I know that they won't tell me about it. I won't see him. They're evil enough to even let him pass without letting me know. The only thing that I have that works to my advantage is that all of his family I'm in touch with, and they would tell me in a second. And I would break down barricades to see my father before he passes. Nothing would stop me from doing that. So but it's a sad situation, because Scientology will go out of the way to make sure that's the case. It's one of those things that
it is.
Inexplicable,
really,
but horrible.
It really is an evil organization, guys. She would save money and be healthier and a lot happier if she chose you, Love Maddie, but she doesn't know that. The problem is, guys, picture a gorilla that's been sitting behind a cage for 40 years, or an elephant that's been in chains since it was born. You could free it from the chains. You could take the cage and move it away for the gorilla, and they'll never leave. Like, it doesn't know any better. Brenda doesn't know that on the other side of that there's freedom. There was a really sad movie with Anthony Hopkins. What was it called? It had Cuba Gooding Jr., and it was the saddest movie. And it was about him in the wild with gorillas and something. And he says, like, look at him. He's like, look at him sitting there. He says, not far from here is a fence, and beyond that fence is freedom. And he says, but he'll never try to get there. He says, He's given up. Freedom is something that he's dreamed at this point. So that is truly Brenda, just by the way she was walking. I mean, she just gave up. You could tell she was hunched over, she was broken, and she had given up.
Right.
And it's the same thing. There is no concept of, if I just walked away right now, if I just walked in Aaron's direction, I could leave. They don't think like that. She's been in it for 40 years, guys. They don't think like that.
This is why it's called the prison of belief. It really is. I mean, Lawrence Wright nailed it on the head with his book. It's a prison of belief. You really do believe that life will be miserable without it. You don't even remember a time when you didn't have it and you were happy. You just believe that life will be miserable after you leave. And it's really hard. It's really hard to get over that thought. It's even harder when you imagine not speaking to your children again because of it. Yeah.
I feel like you'd have to go down to Clearwater and just not say when you're coming. I won't. Hockey guy, I'm going to go to Clearwater in the next 6 weeks. I'm just not giving the date. I will be in Clearwater within the next 6 weeks. Could be 3 weeks from now, could be 6 weeks. I'm just not going to give the date. So yes, for sure, I will be there. I just think this has particularly shaken me quite a bit, Sterling. I hate this because I just feel like my hands are tied.
Right.
I don't know what to do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. That's the hard part, guys. With Sterling and I, that's with his dad. They're not trapped. They want to be there. I can't get a police officer to come and check on her health or what have you. She would say, I'm fine.
Yeah.
They won't leave. So it's such a I think I went to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning last night. I was wired like a microwave. I couldn't go to sleep. I just couldn't go to sleep. And
I'm sorry to hear that. And I know the feeling. Yeah, you begin to overthink and think so much about it, and it's hard on you, and it takes its toll. It really takes its toll on you physically as well. There's definitely a connection.
I know, and I still don't have any forehead wrinkles yet. And I was thinking about it today, and I was like, it's coming. It's going to be here probably by Wednesday if you don't quit this crap. And I am fairly shallow, so of course I thought of that. I like to take care of my skin. But seriously, Sterling.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, guys, this is really making I feel like a hamster on a wheel. I keep replaying it. I keep thinking about it, and I don't have it. It's hard when you don't have a solution.
Yeah. I have at least, go ahead, read that one. Sorry.
Well, I was going to ask you about this. Do you think Brenda will now not be allowed to go there? I wondered this too, Sterling. Will they move her somewhere else? I doubt it. But Sterling, what do you think?
It's always going to be a 50-50 with me. Are they really paying attention? Are they efficient? Is it going to be a mistake? I mean, they do stuff that you're like, how did they possibly come up with that idea? That was the worst idea ever. Such as a security guard telling William Gould that he was a bad father. Like, what on earth makes you think that was going to work? So someone did watch it. Someone gave the security guard that information, then he did it. That was stupid. But sometimes they do things where they don't even think about it. So I don't know. I wish it's one of those things who knows at this point?
Like, will I ever see her again? Who are you going there for, her or you? Both, Presley. I'm going because I would like to see what, I mean, I do good at this kind of a thing, guys. I really enjoy talking to people. I really like to see people. I really do want to help. Now, is that going to be possible? Probably not. And I'm prepared for that too. But I would love to go there and possibly see my dad. Now, I already know he wouldn't even recognize me. Like, it's going to break my heart, but I already know it's going to get broken. I don't know who I'm going for, honestly. I guess I'll figure that out when I get there. But I also wonder if I will ever see Brenda again.
Well, here's my thought on it. I'm gonna give you my thought on it, and then I'm gonna ask you, for your benefit, let's not ruminate on it anymore after the statement. Let's move along and because it's going to take you a little bit to get over it. I understand that. I understand when you have trauma or a reminder of trauma in your life, it's gonna affect you quite a bit. And talking about it's good, but then over talking about it, I think, is not great. So here's my theory on it. Here's why I think you going there, and this is purely my opinion, is beneficial in both ways. One, you will know to yourself that you've tried to do what you could. You'll have no doubt that you said, I'm going to go see if I can do something. The second thing is, we do not know what's in her head. We know how Scientology operates. We know what they've probably told her, but we do not know what's in her head. We do not know that she's not going to maybe stop on that street when she sees you, break down, give you a hug, and that hug, that contact, that skin-on-skin contact may be the one thing she needed to decide to leave, because all of us have left for different reasons. All of us have had that last little thing that pushed us out, and we would have never been able to guess what it was when we were there, but it happened at some point to us enough for us to go, I'm out. So you don't know what that is. So by minimally just having that sort of contact and doing it could be enough on its own to elicit some sort of change of mind with her, and then she does it. So anything like that. But I would argue, keep it light and with love when you talk to her, so she knows you're a safe person to be with. Don't make it negative. Don't yell at her.
No.
Tell her you love her.
I would never do that.
No, I know you're not. I know you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't. This is kind of a message in general then too. Tell her you love her and let her know you're there. And maybe that'll be enough to realize that, because she may even realize at this point, I don't think Scientology loves me. I don't think the people here around love me, because they're going to be mistreating her just because she's in the dumps or she's in ethics trouble. But if she knows someone out there does love her, that may be enough. So that's what I have to say.
Sterling, I love that. That's very true. And I think I like what you said too. It's like I don't want to wonder what would it have been like, what could have happened if I had gone. I'm just gonna go and I'm just gonna see. And the last thing I said to Brenda was, I accept your disconnection with love. I hate it, but I accept it with love. And I felt like I said that with the point of the door is always open here,
Yep.
I accept it. I hope that you come back sometime. I know that's not going to happen, but that's a good point. And thank you for saying that.
Fear is that you have nobody there for you. So if they know someone's out there for them, someone's there that will still love them because they're about to lose everything, that may be enough of a decision for them to leave. I had Barbara. I mean, I had Biddy, my mom. I had my stepfather, Ronnie, and I had Justin when I left. That I knew they were there. Okay. Jenna then had Justin at the time and Ronnie and Biddy there when she left. She knew she at least had someone to go to and help her out, though she was pretty resilient on her own. Her husband at the time also had his family there. That made a difference. Okay. I would like to say I made a difference. I'm not sure that I did, but I did go see my sister quite a bit when she first left. My little brother, Nathan, he knew he had me when he left. It does make a difference having someone there. It really, really does. Yeah.
It's just been buried so much by layer after layer of being beaten down. But you're right. That is still there. That hope is still there. So Sterling, thank you for saying that. I think there's a chance I won't see her again, but I also like your advice on make sure Erin's with you for emotional support. Yes. I think I'm going to need that emotional support. I think it's going to be really hard.
Not just emotional support. I think just what Erin brings to the table as far as his intelligence, his his general personality, his smile. And that's what I'm saying. You guys are the dynamic duo. You guys,
just safety wise, I will feel better with him there. I will feel safer with Erin.
Yeah. You guys are like Beauty and the Beast. And if anyone else calls Erin a beast, I will kill them. Please someone get that reference. Come on. Someone in the movie thinks you don't know the reference.
I don't even know that I did.
No, I don't think you did. You ever seen the original Batman with Jack Nicholson?
Long time. Yeah, I've seen it. It was actually really good, but it's been a long time.
Okay. He's with Kim Basinger and they're dancing on the roof. And he goes, you and me were like Beauty and the Beast. And everyone, clearly Kim Basinger is the gorgeous one in that conversation. It's Jack Nicholson. And then, anyways, now I feel like it's not funny because I'm explaining it.
No, because I actually do remember that. I do remember that part. Jack Nicholson was such a badass in that movie. I love him.
Was. He goes, well, you and I are like Beauty and the Beast. And then he says to Kim Basinger, if anyone else calls you Beast, I'll kill him.
That's right. He does. He was such a dick swinger in that movie. What would you say to your dad if you ran into him? Guys, I don't know. My dad would not know who I was. So I don't know that I would say anything. I might just say, hey, Dad, it's me, and then I'd probably choke up and start crying. I doubt I would be able to say anything else because he would reject me and he would look at me with those rejecting eyes. And like the day that he handed me the baby book and said, I don't need this anymore. It would be no different.
I have a different opinion of how you should handle your dad. As you know, I'm a stickler to that one. I've mentioned about Kelly Copter as well. Look we've got a bunch of different scenarios where you've got parents that I would say are good people, but they're in a cult, they're brainwashed and they make bad decisions for the children, but inherently they would have been good parents. Then you have just ass parents. And I think your dad fits in that category. So if I was down there with your dad, I would bring a carton of eggs and I would definitely throw some at him. So don't bring me down there because that's my opinion of your father.
That's assault, brother.
I know. And I'm good with an egg, so that might be a good idea for me not to go down there. But
Sterling, my God, you're so violent. I kind of like
it. I can't stand when, especially when a father abuses a daughter. I'm sorry, there's something about that just rubs me the wrong way.
Okay, there's so no reason for eggs. Do you have a different take on what I should say to him?
God, I wish I could tell you that. I can't put into words. I mean, my mind goes right to throwing something at him.
Yes, I saw that, Abigail.
I might, if I were you, I might just stare at him, just give him the eye, just let him know you're there and you're happy. But that's a person that doesn't.
She's my attorney. She's my attorey. It's battery, not assault. She's so good. I talk to her all the time now about like, should I say this? Should I do this? And she gives me good advice. Is your dad aware that you are married and have a son? Yes. He knows that, hockey guy. He knows that Huxley is alive.
Yeah. He's
I don't
not
know
the
what
same
else.
category as your mother-in-law. He's not the same category. Those are not the same beast.
No,
Okay.
no, he's
Yeah.
evil. He's
Yeah.
pure evil. He never wanted children. He was mean from the get-go. He was mean for sport, guys. He's horrible. He has a horrible,
I might
ugly heart.
you might walk up to him with Aaron behind you and then just look at him. Just stare at him for a second, let him know you're there, and then walk away. And that may happen.
But make sure I have the big man.
Yes. Sorry, Ken Cole. Hot Sterling just entered the chat. Yeah, sometimes I can get intense, guys. That is not something that is that I'm lacking in as a skill set. I definitely can. But as we were saying, we're on Riesling Sunday here, and I want to make sure we end this also on a high note a little bit. And I want to show you something, Reese. Yeah, no, that's not what. Yeah. I was so excited. Amongst all the things that happened this week, on Thursday, I got a call from one of my closest friends, and he's a softball player that always gets me on whatever team. And the team I played for last year that I was not playing with this fall season because of my injury, had their championship game on Thursday night. And I got called last second. We really, really need you. We've only got 8 players. Normally we have 10. They needed a 9th player to even qualify to play the championship game. Anyways, I played in the game. I had a great time. I ended the game with a diving catch in the bottom of the 6th inning. We play 6 innings. And for the first time in my life, I actually got a trophy for playing a sport, believe it or not. And now I'm so happy because this is going to go next to all my participation awards I got as a child. But I wanted to show you this because I was so excited about it. And I don't even
That's adorable.
Fit it all into the frame. But yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Does it stop or does it just keep going?
It keeps going. Yeah, it's called a compensation trophy. I don't know why they gave it to me I don't know why they said that when they gave it to me, but it's it's pretty cool actually. So it's the see if I hit the light. Anyways, yeah.
Do you need to get a second bedroom for it? Does it fit in your apartment?
It does not fit in my apartment.
Do you need a storage unit? Do you have to get a storage unit?
I put it in my car and it bottomed out my suspension. So yeah, I think. And yes, it is taller than Miscavige. Thank you so much for saying that.
It's taller than Miscavige, but you know what else you could use that? If somebody ever broke in, you could kill like 50 men with that. You could be like Uma Thurman in Kill Bill when she kills the 88 dude. You could use that. I
already showed you my home protection device, right? My love stick. Oh, that doesn't sound right. My baseball bat with the Beatles quote on it. I showed that to you last time, right?
Oh,
that was you.
I've seen it. Yeah. But this is actually going to commit murder. The baseball bat, you might put somebody in the hospital. This thing, you could take out at least 50 men, full-grown men too.
Sarah Brow, yes, that's the thing I was surprised about. I actually do get to keep it. And I didn't even know that they give them out. And I knew that we always had one. I didn't know how they passed them out. And the team unanimously voted to give it to me. And I was thrilled about it. So there we go. I'd never even thought of asking for it or anything. Yeah.
That's too bad. Because if I ever come to LA, I won't be able to stay with you now. Because that thing will be in the other bedroom, taking up all the room.
No, it'll be on the couch. But I will set you up a sleeping bag on the floor next to it.
Okay. Okay. So you'll put that on the couch. Might as well give it a name. If it's going to take up a full couch and I have to be on the floor.
Got chat. What should I name my trophy? I am not coming.
Do you have extra blankets for me, or is it going to be that and then I get like paper towels rolls for blankets?
I have no. I'll roll up toilet paper and I'll put in an extra sheet. I'm going to go classy for you when you stay here. So
I'm a classy babe. I don't know if you knew.
But just so you know, I'm notorious for this. Whenever I have guests over, all my lights are controlled by my phone. So I will sit in my bed after the lights go out, and I'll systematically turn on all the lights in my living room and the music.
Sterling, I have to say that your chances of getting a girlfriend went down even more now. Like, I don't know, bringing a woman back to that. I don't know. Is it taller than you?
No, not even close. Not even close.
Okay.
John Shostowski, how is the trophy not in the bed next to you?
That's really we're happy for you, Sterling, but I have to be honest, men are weird. Like that's interesting. And
men are weird. How? Whoa.
I hope you and your love stick are very happy together.
Stop yourself before you wreck it. No, check yourself before you wreck yourself. What? No. No. So my what is the quote from the Beatles? I can't remember to save my life. Guys, what's the love quote from the Beatles? Everyone want to see my love stick.
Sterling's new love stick, and we are proud of him. It's a dick swinging love stick. That's a dick stick. It's a dick swinging stick.
I did tell everyone on the team as I was leaving, I'm going to put this next to all my participation ribbons, and they all laughed.
That is a lot. Did you show it to your mom?
No, I did not show it to my mom. No, I did not.
You may not want to.
All you need is love. Thank you so much. That is the sticker I have on my bat. All you need is love. All you need is love. Yeah.
All you need is love. Stick.
Yeah. All you need is love.
Oh, you have Amber. You have a guest room if I ever visit. Awesome. Or Sterling. Sterling got the invite at the end there.
Yeah. Guys, yeah. Right. I was an afterthought.
I still want to go around and travel, so I may stay with some of you to save money. Please don't do anything to try to kill me. Sterling, before we end off, I did a live last night with Chow Yun Smut, who is the travel agent for the cruise.
Yes. Yes.
Do you have any thoughts on that yet? Like, have you put any thought into it?
I was gonna pull up footage that I saw on Instagram of tankers in the North Sea showing, like 60-foot waves, and I was going to bring those up for you. But I would have an issue with one or two of the restrictions required to get on that boat after watching parts of that video last night.
Love you, Ren. Wait, hold up. What are you trying to say? Because she addressed that. Chow Yun Smut said that if there's like any kind of bad winds or hurricanes, that the ship goes around that. We just fly
that's not an issue. That's not an issue at all. No.
Are you talking about tidal waves?
No, I'm talking about medical requirements for getting on the boat.
What?
You have to be vaccinated.
No, you don't.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Who said that?
I thought someone said that last night in the thing. No,
Chow Yun Smut addressed that more than once. That is not required at all.
Oh, then that opens the door up a little more.
Yeah, no. Okay. Many people asked that repeatedly, and she said, no, that is not an issue. You do not. The only thing she said you probably will want to have is a passport. It's not required.
Oh, I have a passport. Yeah, of course I have a passport.
Mine's expired.
No. Oh, I bring it with me everywhere.
Look, you got $20.
Hey, yes, thank you.
Yay,
thank you,
Sterling.
Sarah. Thank you.
Wait. So no, it's not a problem. She specifically said no to the COVID shot. So I just want you to let me know what you're thinking at some point, because I don't know if I want to, and I don't know if I can even afford it, but if I can, I just don't know. And I need to know if you're going for me to know.
Oh, service animals. Who's bringing a service animal on there?
Not me.
Okay. Neither am I.
Oh, Abigail said if it's a service animal, they need to be vaccinated. Of course. Yeah, you'd have to have their vaccinations. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, they'd have to have a current record.
You can't go get your dog's nails trimmed without vaccination records. It's true. Okay. Well, I want to end on that note too. Like, I know a lot of people I think are thinking about going, and I'm one of them.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, Lisa.
Maybe I missed the front half of that conversation, and you were talking about service animals when I got on there. Go figure.
Yeah, because the COVID vaccine thing came up many times, and she addressed it every time and said no, it is not required.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah,
good deal.
Okay, so guys, by the way, he did say Sunday a minute ago, because we normally do Sundays, Riesling Sundays, and Sterling is not available tomorrow.
That's right.
So that's why we did it today. And then we're planning to do a game night Wednesday. So we will be back on Wednesday. But just don't plan on tomorrow with Sterling and I. I, of course, will be on tomorrow, just like every day. I don't know if that's starting to get boring for you guys yet, but I will be on tomorrow. And we will we'll talk. Sterling, it's always fun. I kind of liked the up close thing. I got used to it.
Yeah, I liked it a little bit, actually. I mean, it worked on me. It's a little more. I feel like I'm talking to you a little more. I feel like I'm a little closer to you, and you can see the reactions better. You can read the faces, read what we think is funny or not.
This is what Andrew Gold does.
Oh yeah, he does do this. Uh-huh. But there we go. There we go.
Yeah, I kind of liked it. I kind of liked it, guys. Okay. Well, we love you all. And okay, everybody seems to like it closer. Sarah Kramer says.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually, let's
Britt, love you,
ask.
Britt.
Let's ask the question. Yeah, let's do this. What's the guys? What do you think about this? Is this a little bit better when you can see us closer? I mean, it kind of ruins my set design, but
it ruins my face. You can see my face really closely.
It's not a problem at all. I love your little Marilyn Monroe thing there.
It's there, isn't it? My mom has it too.
Yeah.
Closer is best. Everybody's saying close, but of course they don't want to hurt our feelings. No one's going to be like, Reese, you're gross. I don't want you this close.
Right.
They'll wait until after the chat and then comment on it after.
They'll be like, okay. And hey, those of you guys asking, hey, my you guys want to know? I'm going to tell everyone, since you guys are all sports fans real fast, I'm going to tell everyone my picks for who I want to win. So they're pretty clear about this, Reese, if you don't mind bearing with me for a second. So I think it's done and said right now that the Texans are beating the Browns. I'm sorry if you haven't watched the game. I am going for the Dolphins over the Chiefs. I apologize to my family in Kansas City, just because they're the underdogs in that case. I do like the Chiefs. I'm going for the Packers to beat the Cowboys. I'm going for the Rams to beat the Lions. And I'm going for the Bills to beat the Steelers. And I would love for the Eagles to beat the Buccaneers. So I apologize. I apologize if that doesn't suit all you, but that is what I'm going for. Good thing you have a beautiful face. Close up looks more
Wake me up when
professional.
it's over.
That's interesting. I can see up your nose. Oh, hey, look at that.
Okay. I have tiny nostrils. You guys notice?
Oh my goodness, you do.
They're really small.
You would have never been a marathon runner. Closer is
better.
That's
what kept me from doing it, because I love to run.
We can't see Sterling all far and dark. Guys, I'm still messing with the settings on that. I'm just trying to mix it up so you guys have stuff to pay attention and chat towards me. I'm just trying to see. Your chats go so fast. It's so funny. I don't
see that. Tommy always said that too. I keep up with it just fine. Somebody asked me to stay on. Do you guys want me to stay on for 30 minutes? I will, while Sterling leaves. I can do that.
I'm with you on that. Sterling and said was blah, blah, blah. Oh, I don't know what sport he's talking about. Oh my goodness. Shit against the Cowboys. Guys, if the Cowboys, okay, we're not gonna talk about it because I don't want to annoy Reese to no end.
Sterling, wait though. Who do you want to win tonight?
The Dolphins.
Oh, that sucks for Huxley. Good thing he didn't hear that.
He didn't hear that? Or
who do you want to win tomorrow? He's a huge Lions fan.
Rams.
Sterling, strike two.
But you know what's important is I want you to win, Reese. I want you to get your mother-in-law back. So I'm rooting for you on that. And that's the only important thing.
How do we not love him more? Sterling he is my emotional support. He is. I love Sterling so much.
For you and everyone else. I want everyone to get their loved ones back. I want them to settle their differences. I want apologies to be made for how people were treated in and out of Scientology, but I want the families back together. So whatever years they have left, they can enjoy together. That's what I want.
Yeah. I really love that. Yeah. That dude's a troll. Mods, get rid of him. No, they're not playing in Miami, Ken. They're playing in minus 14 degrees tonight in KC, brother.
Yeah. Which is interesting because, think about it. Miami Dolphins is the warmest part of the United States, and they're playing in the coldest section. Do they even have a chance? I don't know.
I would think that's a serious disadvantage. Do you?
Yeah. Oh, big disadvantage. Big disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Because they are not going to be as used to it, right?
No.
Okay.
No. They're not going to be as used to it. But again, to end it all, that's what, hearing you talk about your mother-in-law, it is one of the things that means a lot to me. A lot to me is families united and getting to spend. And I understand some people have families that are just terrible and there's no reason to get back together with them, but that's not everybody. I know Aaron wished he could have had more time with his twin brother before that happened. So, and I want time with my dad before anything happens to him. So I get that. And I push for that for everybody. I do. So
yes,
there we go. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well,
thank you for having me. You're a sweetheart.
See you in a few days.
See you on Wednesday, and hopefully right now we got Jackson and Dylan Gill, which should be a fun game. And I'll
Hey,
come up
don't
with some
forget to
stuff.
text me.
I will not. I promise.
You know I get needy.
Love you guys. Thank you so much for having me on. To the chat, good luck. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope where you're at is at least decent weather. For those of you in the cold, stay inside. I'll talk to you later.
Yes. Bye. Love you. Bye.
Do I just
I'm
do
gonna
I just
stay
leave
on.
studio? Okay, good. I just
think
leave
so.
studio here. I think so. Okay. Here we go.
Do you guys want me to stay on? Look at Reese with sports analysis, making progress. Hockey guy, it's because of my child, Huxley. He talks to me about the games, and sometimes I retain information. It just depends. I'm surprised with the 3 hours of sleep I got last night that somebody get rid of this effing bot, please. Witness, you are a Sterling mod. I can't get rid of him because he's on Sterling's channel, but he just ended. So hopefully, you guys want me to stay? See, I kind of feel like, do we go too long? We should take a little. All right. OFF. Oh, that's a good name. Got here. Love seeing you third time. I love that. We love when it's just the Rieslings. Guys, I sometimes worry, though, that we go too long. Are we going too long? Does it bore people? See, look at everybody leaving. Make sure you're subscribed if you want to be here. You are very chatty tonight, hockey guy. And again, thank you for your gift. That was really sweet. I totally didn't expect that. That was very nice of you. Rapper, you're not pretty. Get rid of this douche, somebody. And by the way, if you're gonna try to be mean with insults, you're not pretty. You're not even spelling the "you're" right. Put an apostrophe in there. Good Lord. I didn't even go to school. Come on, get it right. If you're going to insult me, at least spell correctly, for God's sakes. That's sweet of you to say, Brian Lucas. I know, Kathy Ann. How do we get rid of this jackass? Must be Osa? I don't know. Huxley? No, you didn't. Did you just cuss? All right, you better be acting right, son. Your skin is red? Oh, well, at least you used your in the proper way. We appreciate that. Yeah. Ken Cole, I don't know. Okay. Thank you, whoever's taking care of that. I know he's on Sterling's chat, but Sterling's chat should have ended. Oh, you guys can't see him? Okay, good. Okay, if you guys can't see him, then that's fine. Yes, Rachel, I saw that you did change your name, and I saw that too, by the way, when you messaged me. You will always stay single forever? Well, let's hope for that. Honestly, I think it's better to stay single than get married. That way, at least you have a little bit of flexibility on getting down with different people, and you don't have to feel bad about it. You know what I mean? So I hope that fortune cookie is the case. You will stay single forever. Honestly, I just think that's a smarter way to go. I think it gives a girl her power back. And if a guy becomes a bit of a dick swinger, she can up and leave. You know, when you're single, you can do that. And I think that that's a good point that you make, Rapper. I think you make a good point. Willy Weed, he gave you a rent. Are you wrenched? Willy Weed? Good Lord, this person's spelling is more atrocious than anything. Okay, hold on. Do I need to call Sterling? Hockey guy, I like that. I like that. The men are 60, 55 and over. I like that option. I like that for my future. Yeah, the grammar, SJ, is just more of it's getting pretty grim. Get him, Willie. Yeah, Willie, tackle him. Take him down. It is going a little fast with this jag off in here. Okay. I'm gonna try to, it's just too much. Like it's just, did we get him out? Did we get him out? Let's get him out. Ban, ban, ban. Fuck. Do I need to call Sterling? How is this guy? Let me look at Facebook. Let me look at YouTube real quick. Oh. Let me see something. How do we get, how do I get, thank you, Susan. I'm going to text Sterling. Can you end the live on your end? There's a bot in the chat. Come on, Sterling. It's not a bot? I don't know what it is. Is this truly a human being? Shit. I didn't realize that when he ended, it's still going on his end. I know half the insults are not even good. Like, you know, that always disappoints me when somebody does try to attack me. I can't ban him in StreamYard, Moonit's Daydream, because he's on Sterling's channel. That always disappoints me when somebody tries to attack me and the, oh, Sterling just got rid of him. Look at that. Thanks, boy. Thanks, chicken. It's so cute. I can't get off of live. That's okay. Sterling got rid of him. Guys, okay. But I went and found him, he says. Okay, good, good. I'm trying to ignore it, Sarah, but it was making the streams go so fast I couldn't even see your guys's. Oh my God, so cute. He just said, anytime, Phoebes. Oh, anytime, Phoebes. I'm his Phoebe, and he's my Ross. And I just love that man so much. He's an angel. And guys, I really have to say for a minute, I got to profess my love for Sterling. And here's why. I have a problem with men. I don't know if you knew. I have a real issue with men. I actually don't. It's taken me a while to like men. I have a hard time with them. I don't trust them. I love having male friends. I love talking to them. Oh my God, is this dude back? Anyway, I have a hard time with men. And don't worry, I told him. And so anyway, I find that of all the people that let me down, it seems like men tend to be more on that level. I hate to say that. That's just in my experience. And I have a hard time with that. I'm extra sensitive to guys. I want to be in their lives, but at the same time, I tend to get what I think is coming and I get let down. And women don't do that for me as much. He is Brisby Tales. He's not in my chat. I can't ban him. That could be. Getting assaulted by a fax machine wielding psycho will do that. That could be. Security Lobster. I like that Geoplanet, Jane. He's not in my chat. Oh my God, I'm so excited that you got the mock neck in magenta. He's working on it, he said, guys. Do they, Blake? Women do that for you? I know that also, Blake, Ray feels that way. He's had that conversation with me too. Don't worry, Sterling is taking care of it. That color on my bra strap, Anita, is gorgeous. This is my favorite color, this bra. See, it's that emerald green. Thank you so much. I feel the same way about women. I've had that in my life at one point or another. The only one that hasn't disappointed me, and oh God, I almost blocked you, Brian. Oh my God, is my sister. That's kind of sad, but I understand, Brian. That's how I feel about men. And so when they do disappoint me, I'm even more let down. I'm like, I really wish this wouldn't have happened. Reese, you previously said you have nothing to do with the ex-in-laws after abandoning Huxley. Have your feelings on that changed? Would you have helped her if she left? Yes, my feelings have changed a little since I saw her this week. That's a good question. You know, I've always been saying, okay, thank you, babe. Love you, Ross. I'm his Phoebe. That's cute. I do, now that I saw her. Is that the bra that you like that you weren't sure about? Yeah, I think so. This is the one I just got at Target. It's a wireless. I don't own wireless bras, but like, look, it keeps my boobs up pretty high. It's done the job. I kind of like it. It's very comfortable. Yeah, I just feel like there. Yes. Oh, by the way. So yes, since I saw Brenda this week, I would help her. Yes, I would help her. There'd be a lot of healing to do, right? But like I would help her. She looks miserable. I feel like they're always trying to tear me down as a person, or they see me through me instead of me. As they're older and wiser women, I'm never good enough for women my age. Blake, I totally hear you, babe. Reese shoulders. Is that good for you, Brisbee Tails? This thing is really warm. So I was kind of wearing it like that. It was heartbreaking. JD from Philly. Yeah, it's a very comfortable bra. It's that Auden brand. It's Auden, and it's just a wireless bra. You have a crush on Shelly Miscavige in that picture of her, probably in her late 30s. She's very pretty. She has sunglasses on her head, wearing a, yes, babushka. Give me your thoughts, Reese. I think Shelly Miscavige is a very pretty lady. I'm kind of sad about that. If he continues, I may not be able to do anything. You would have to close down the live and start again. Okay, I get it. Football comes first. That's what he's saying. I don't know if you guys know that. He's saying, if this dude continues, I can't help you because the game is about to start, babe. That's what he's getting at. He's a typical man. He is your typical man who loves the sporty sports. Yeah, no, Bo Beats. I don't really have any ponchos anymore. They're not good on my body type. I do have one or two, and I think they're so cute, but I just can't seem to style a poncho. And they're weird with your arms. Like you can't move your arms very well. Oh, Vinyl Gorilla Records. Well, welcome, babe. That's awesome. Please stick around. Thank you for subscribing if you have. Okay. A whole share thing going on today. I like that. I like that. And you want to tell me how much you love my hat? It truly suits you. Well, thank you. I got it yesterday at an antique store. Okay, guys, the football game is starting. So, okay, that's okay, Wanderer. You're a football freak too. First time on my channel. Licia, Judd. Well, welcome, babe. I hope that you subscribed. Guys, while you're here, make sure that you subscribed. We're losing some people because, okay, this bot is back anyway, and we've been on for 2 hours. Guys, I will be on tomorrow. I was going to think tomorrow I wanted to bring down some of my caftans, and I'm going to show them to you. I might even put them on for you because I want to talk about it, and I want to talk more about this cruise and maybe what we would wear for it. And so I thought we could talk about it because this is annoying as shit. Yes, Licia, I love having you, babe. Thank you for being here. That's awesome. Ponchos are just weird, Geoplanet, Jang, and Emily. I don't know. The outfit is very Dances with Wolves. I like that. She was such a babe, that lady in the movie. She would go Stands with a Fist. Yes, that was such a good movie. New and subbed, Bridget, welcome, babe. That's awesome. I love that. Guys, I really love that. I appreciate it. Rhoda has to resubscribe every day. Make sure you're subscribed. Yeah, let's do a caftan try on tomorrow. Let's do an earlier tomorrow one. Honestly, maybe it's all about finding your tribe, your people. I literally have no clue someone can match me. Yes, guys, and I love men. You know this. I'm flirty. I love men. But the problem is I love them too much. And then what happens is they let me down and I feel rejected and I curl up into a ball of sadness. So I don't feel that as much with women. It sucks. I wish men didn't do that or make me feel that way, but quite a few of them do. Not all of them. Not all of them. That's why I'm saying I love and appreciate Sterling so much because he never makes me feel that way. He never makes me feel that way. So it's just really special. Okay, so let's hop off and oh, I know, JD. Men also feel that way in life. That's what sucks is like I would never want to make a man feel that way, but I get that women do it back. So it's like it's the same thing. Not all women do it. Some are special, and it's like that with men. Some are special. Some of them really appreciate women. Yeah, I don't care about football either, but Huxley, I'm surprised you're not upstairs watching the game. He got a new Xbox game today, so he's going nuts over that. Oh, you got your caftan from Jennifer Grace. It looks great. I have a dress I want to wear with it, but Shark Week just, oh God, I hate that. I start Shark Week in a few days. I think Thursday, I thought we said. Yeah. Okay, Phil, love you too. See you later, guys. Women friends have hurt you way more than men. I like having male friends. It's just sometimes you get burned. Wow, I'm so sorry to hear that. You get harassed everywhere you go. It's turned me into a very angry person. That's horrible. Nobody should have to go through that. JD from Philly, of course. Yeah. I'm so glad you're here with us. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for being here, guys. So I will sign off. Let's hop on tomorrow. We'll have a chat again tomorrow, but it won't be with Sterling. And I really look forward to that. And then tomorrow I can take care of, and my mods can take care of any and all trolls. So guys, yes, Brisbee Tales. I love Brisbee Tales. We need a new intro for Shark Week, the Jaws track. Yeah. Oh, game will be on in 20 minutes, hockey guy. Okay. Yeah, we get it. We get it. I'm never going to succeed. That's totally fine. We are okay with you saying that. Sounds like Jeff just made dinner for Hux. That was nice. Okay, so I will be on tomorrow. Love you guys. Please make sure you're subscribed. And I look forward to this. I look forward to tomorrow. Have a good evening, everybody. Be safe. Don't go on the roads if you can avoid it if you're in a bad area because it's not good here. Here comes Fred. I can't block it because they're on Sterling's channel. Bye, Brian. Bye, Sarah. Love you, gal. I will see you tomorrow. Here comes Fred, guys. You're all so cute.